Day 8. We're on the home straight now, people. We're not far off. So, day 8 is. I'm going to continue the musical theme here. And the film I would pick to watch today would be A Christmas Carol, i.e., the musical version with Albert Finney. Now, I didn't really used to like this film because I kind of felt like it wasn't Alec Guinness's best. He plays Jacob Marley in this film, and I kind of struggle a bit where Alec Guinness is an absolute perfection because he's my favourite actor in the world. However, um, actually, in rewatching it when I was putting my tray up the other day and thinking about it, I thought there is a lot of proper Christmas Carol stuff in this, even though it's set to music and even though some of the songs and moments in it are frighteningly of the time it was made. I can't help but add it to the list of ones that you should watch. Um, yeah, straightforward enough in terms of adaptations. Albert Finney is playing Ebenezer Scrooge in this. He actually wasn't very old when he played the role. I think he was about my age, something like that. He was like around about 30, near as damn it. And yeah, they aged him up to play the old Scrooge so that they could have him being normal playing the young Ebenezer, which kind of really works in the way that you're not having some old actor trying to look real young to play the role. You're not having to suspend your disbelief if they choose two actors that aren't identical. You kind of just, it just is Albert Finney. He's just got the same face, so that's fine. Where I struggle with the film a little bit is in some of the songs. So there's a song that the love interest Isabel sings to him at one point. I think it's called Happiness, something like that, where she's like, "Oh, happiness, people say you can't see it, but I see you," and it's just it's a bit 70s schmaltzy for me. I'm not overly keen on that. I could do to fast forward that bit if I'm honest on there. Yeah, I mean up to a point, it's bang up a Christmas Carol adaptation. You know, it starts how you'd expect it to start. Albert Finney is Scrooge, is in his office. Bob Cratchit's having a rough old time. He's nithered. There's no coal for the fire. He wants Christmas Day off, and Albert Finney's not best pleased about it. Well, I don't know. Albert Finney's probably pleased about it. It's Ebenezer Scrooge that's not pleased about it. Yeah, slight difference. But he gives him the day off anyway, and then he gets visited by Alec Guinness, who has the start of a bit of a song, which apparently the rest of the song got cut, which I'm a little bit gutted about because you can't cast Alec Guinness and then cut his role. Can't do it. I can't get on with that. It's Sir Alec Guinness, okay? Love that fella. So yeah, he takes him off flying and says, "This is the fate you have to look forward to. All these chains that I wear, you're going to have to wear too if you're not careful. 3 ghosts are going to come and see you. Sort it out. You've got an opportunity here." So the first ghost comes, and it's Dame Edith Evans, who I'm always sort of dying for her to go a handbag in basically everything that she's in, but obviously she doesn't. It's not appropriate. And she takes him off to see his youth and see Isabel and his sister, and reminds him that Fred's his nephew and his blood relative, and he's very much like his sister, so he can't really not like him. That's just ridiculous for him to do that. Yeah. So that's the first ghost ticked. He's sacked off Isabel. He's lost his sister. He's been mad with Fred. So far, so good. He goes to see the second ghost. The second ghost is properly jolly. Takes him to see Bob Cratchit. They're having a good time. Fred's having a whale of a time. He's singing and playing this game. He's playing the minister's cat, you know, where you go around and they have a different letter of the alphabet, and Scrooge is trying to join in even though they can't see him, and he's actually admitting that he's having a really good time, and if this is what people do at Christmas, then actually Christmas isn't so bad. It's quite fun, really. The ghost gives him a drink, which turns out to be the milk of human kindness, and he decides that he's quite liking this. He's having a good old go of it. Where he gets afraid is the ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. It's sort of very standard. Shows him the future where he's dead and his housekeeper and whatnot are selling his goods, and everyone's happy. The best song in the film happens right now, and it is the hot soup man, whose name escapes me, but he sells hot soup, and he is on the steps of Scrooge's house, and the crowd are kind of hiding the steps, and he's giving a great big speech about how what Scrooge has done for them today they could not be happier with. They're delighted. Everyone take their hats off and give 3 cheers to Scrooge. Scrooge turns around to give a speech and he misses the fact that his coffin is coming out the door, and everyone's delighted because he's dead and they don't owe him any money anymore. So the coffin goes on this wagon and everyone's following it down the street singing thank you very much. It must be terrifying to dance on a moving coffin because they're jumping up and down, and you think you jump, you come down vertically, but the coffin's moved on, so you've got to kind of, my life complex. But thank you very much is honestly one of the best kind of musical songs going. It's properly catchy. You can't help but get your elbows going. Scrooge is singing along because he thinks that everyone's really delighted that he's done something for them. He's really pleased with himself. He's really pleased that they're happy. And then he realises that they're laughing and joking because he's dead and they're really happy about it. And that scares him. Then he wakes up Christmas morning, decides to turn over a new leaf, goes around the shops, buys everything in the toy shop, dishes it out amongst all the kids in town, doubles Bob Cratchit's salary. He goes to the house in the worst fake beard you've ever seen in your life, which is part of this Santa Claus costume he's obviously bought. And Bob Cratchit don't recognise him. All he's got is a little beard, and then he does that, and Bob Cratchit screams bloody murder and his wife. So, yeah, master of disguise. But yeah, he does all that good stuff, makes sure that Tiny Tim's alright. They have another little song, another little verse of thank you very much, although actually this time all of London is really delighted that he's a good egg now, and they actually are saying thank you very much. All these things are the nicest things they've done for me. End of the film, Scrooge is happy as a clam. Why I do enjoy this film is the songs like Thank You Very Much and December the 25th, where Mr. Fezziwig, I always want to say Fozziwig, and you'll find out why later on, a few days' time. Mr. Fezziwig sings December the 25th with his wife, and they're laughing and joking and having a whale of a time. They're having a blinder, and it's really catchy and makes you want to kind of dance along and stuff. I think casting Albert Finney was a really good move, making him a young man into an old man so that you can see him as a young man again. And he actually really physically alters himself. He makes himself so much older, and his walk's different. And his walk's different as grumpy old man to normal old man, and yeah, he really does actually contort himself very, very differently, which I find very interesting. I think that's really clever of him. And the actors in it are incredible. Dame Edith Evans, Kenneth More, Sir Alec Guinness, who's in it for like 10 minutes tops, but he is brilliant. I love Alec Guinness in everything that he does. Just a brilliant film, and if you're going to watch a couple of adaptations of A Christmas Carol, I feel like you should do them slightly different. So the musical version is slightly different to the old traditional version, and it does really work, apart from that bloody happiness song that I can't get on with because I don't like Isabel, and I think he's probably right to let her go, to be honest, in this version. It's a bit soppy. And yeah, sing along to Thank You Very Much for the rest of the day. I'll probably put this here to replace Born in the Hay from yesterday, so actually this has worked out quite well. Thank you very much. You can sort of make you walk along a bit faster. Good for keeping pace is that, so good exercise this close to Christmas if you're going to be eating mince pies. That's the logic. Let's pretend why I put that there. Yeah, go for that. Thank you very much.